Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video guide for Conan Exiles. And today in this video, folks, I'm going to show you how to solo the giant snake. Now this can be found in the arena where the undead dragon is, and so that would be in the arena towards the sinkhole. So if you guys enjoy this video, please do not forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos. Also, why not check out some more other videos and guides here on this channel? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethum Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. So for this, I'm going to be using the infamous snake arrows as they stack up poison, and that is what we want to do. We don't want to get too close to this guy. And so obviously my stats are the same as in the undead dragon video for this arena that should come out before this. This is what I'm currently carrying. I've got a couple of stacks of snake arrows. Now there's a problem with the snake, and that the hitbox of the snake is really derpy, and you'll see later on. Now if you come here, for those that have not seen it, you want to interact with the tablet at the far end. This one that I'm standing next to, of course, gives you a bit of the story or a bit of the lore, and these are my attributes. So I've got the second perk in strength unlocked, I've got the third perk in vitality unlocked, which allows me to passively heal, and of course maxed out encumbrance, because I do not like to walk slow when I am over encumbered, which I tend to be quite often. Obviously with that, there is a bit of a downside in the fact that you use a lot more stamina when you are over encumbered, but that's fair enough. I can deal with that. So very first thing you need to know is we'll need to clear out this room. Sorry about that. There are a ton of undead creatures that will make your life a living hell. And of course, to add to that, there's also the corruption, which continues to stack up, if you will, so it's going to make it a lot more challenging. Now for those that don't know what corruption does, it pretty much reduces your health bar and stamina bar. It doesn't go any further than half of your health and stamina, but that is enough to give you a significant handicap in this area. And so of course this is gonna be a challenge to get through. Now these guys do take quite a few hits to take down, so I'm gonna try and kite them in one at a time. My priority will first be the archers. The archers, for those that didn't watch my previous video, do have the dragon bone equipment, so that'll be the dragon bow, say the dragon bone bow I meant, or the dragon bone swords. So they're pretty nasty in that regards. Now because of my third perk and vitality, as you can see, I am slowly healing up. I'm also getting a lot of corruption, and also do bear in mind that I am gaining corruption slower on my server than I probably would if I was on official server. So you'll be getting corruption a bit quicker. I have halved, I think, the corruption. I'm not sure now, but I think I have. There's a chest here. You can find chests like this throughout the area, and you get these things over here. I believe it's the gray lotus flower seeds. So the very first thing you want to do before we even get to the boss is you want to clear this room out. Now NPCs do respawn within 15 minutes, so do bear that in mind. You want to clear out just enough to get to the snake. I'm going to show you the idea of what we're going to be doing. This is a bit derpy here, so we want to climb up here. As you can see, it can get a bit derpy, and we want to get to the top there. That is where we will be fighting the snake from. This way, of course, we are out of reach of the snake's attacks. Okay, that didn't work out. There is also a ledge here that you can climb up to, then climb up this path. It's a lot easier, to be fairly honest, as you saw there. So it's probably the best way to get up here. This is what the area looks like. In that little canal area there, you'll find the giant snake. Now he is a boss. He is a legendary creature, and after you kill him, he will give you a skeleton key. You don't have to kill him. You can get the legendary chest skeleton keys a lot easier than this. But if you want to do it just for the sake of doing it, I will show you how to do it in this video. Now, do be careful not to get too far to the edge, because you will fall down. You might take a bit of damage, as you will... Okay, never mind. I didn't fall all the way down, but if you do hit the ground, you will take a bit of damage. And most importantly, you don't want to do that when you're fighting the snake. That's bad. So by the time we end up clearing out this room, to the time we end up pulling the snake here, well, we will have a lot of corruption on us. So you definitely don't want to fight him like that. That is a severe handicap. You can try and kite him out, but I think you can do it here as well. If I try and kite him from here, this is what's going to happen. As you can see, I am not able to hit him. The arrows will either fly through him or bounce off of him. So somebody shot at me. Okay, ooh. Oh, this is a bit hard to aim. Let's try this. Nope. Okay, that's not working. I wish my head wasn't in the way. Try and go to the side. I'm trying to be careful. I don't want to fall down, so gotta get rid of that archer there. And that was stupid of me. That was quite stupid. Where is he? I'm not gonna hit you like that. What are you doing? Well, we'll just ignore that guy. But I'm going to fire some more arrows at this guy just to show you what happens from this range. So we have to get quite close to be able to kite him. As you just saw there, the arrow just ricochets off of him. Of course, he can be hit with the arrows. But to hit him with the arrows, we need to get close. The way I suggest you do it is you go to the right side of this little ditch. Canal, jump on top of the border, fire an arrow at him. Then run to where we are now, climb up quickly, and then just pretty much pepper him with snake arrows. Snake arrows can be unlocked from the second tier of the altar for set. Only requires branches, and so that is quite easy to fabricate. You can get a ton of these quite easily. So as you saw there, not very effective. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to clear this entire room out. I'm gonna kill all this stuff. I'm not gonna include it in the video. It's up to you how you decide to clear that out. My suggestion, of course, is taking them one at a time. Okay, so now that the room is pretty clear, we shouldn't have any issues with NPCs. I'm gonna fire an arrow into him. There we go. As you can see, he does take damage from arrows. So that was just to show you that he does take damage. I'm going to go around this side because I am out of line of sight, and I've noticed that sometimes he doesn't aggro, even if I struggle getting up here. As you can see, it can be quite derpy at times. So I'm going to go down the middle path, or up the middle path to be more precise. Again, derpy. Nope. I was hoping to get on that ledge. Gosh, this is so derpy. Okay, snake is here. Hopefully he doesn't see me. So I'm gonna regain stamina here, then go back up to the top and start putting on those poison dots on him. Because he's not undead, he does take damage, and he sounds like he's underneath me. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Oh, this is well bad. You want to kind of get to the middle area right there. Oh, there we go. Third time lucky. There we go. I am in position. I'm going to take out my bow and try and find him. There we go. Actually, that was quite lucky because sometimes... There you go. As you can see, the arrows just do that weird thing. I'm not sure if the arrows are broken or what's going on. If the boss is broken or whatever. You will end up having to search for his hitbox. That's the whole thing. Or a place where the arrows connect with his hitbox to apply the damage from the poison. Now, obviously, I did cut forward to this particular section of the fight because this is what the video is all about. It does take a bit of time to take him down, primarily due to the derpiness of the arrows hitting him. As you can see, he's not being hit anymore, so I need to try and find another area to hit. Every time I do this, there's a good chance of the poison dot disappearing as you just saw there. So I need to reapply it once I find... Oh, what the heck just happened? I have no idea what just happened there. Oh, lag. Hello. This is not good. Oh, seriously? I have no idea how I survived. Oh, hey. Ouch. What is going on? Oh, this is not good. Okay, this is well derpy right now. Hopefully this does not kill me. What is going on? I'm not even able to climb, so I'm not even doing anything. I'm just dropping off the cliff. Oh boy. It's a good thing I've got a private server and this isn't an official server. Official servers tend to be a lot worse than the private ones. I mean, I am running pretty powerful machines for my servers anyways. So he's slithered away. I'm gonna try and get him back here. You don't want to kind of get... There we go. I'm glad that connected. So I'm just gonna wait for him to come here. I kind of tend to place myself here in the middle between these two corners. I find it easier and safer as well. Hopefully I don't fall off again. I have no idea what that was. And even if it was lag, why I fell, I have no clue. Now don't go around, buddy. Right this way. So he's definitely seen me because I think he's aggroed onto me. I'm going to try and put myself here because I like it better. Stop moving. So we've got that little issue. There we go. Perfect. I find that hitting the spot on his back tend to be the sweet spot, so tend to go for that. Also, sometimes I've noticed that if I fire above him, let's call that, sometimes it hits him. It's just a guessing game as to where the arrow will connect. The whole idea is you want to stack up 10 stacks of poison, let those things do their thing, and then just refresh with an arrow from time to time to keep the stacks going. Okay, so every time he moves, that of course is a pain for us. Sometimes he doesn't even have to move and we will struggle to hit him, which, yeah, this is Conan Exiles for you. I've noticed this on quite a few bosses particularly. Obviously that would be the world bosses, but whatever, you know, there's a way. I'll find it. So at this point I am just refreshing the dot. I would normally fire slower to refresh the poison dot, but because of how derpy he is in what you saw before, I'm going to do it a bit more frequently, because if that happens, as I just saw there, it gives me enough time to try and find another spot where the arrows will connect with his hitbox and do damage to him. I do want to keep the 10 stacks of poison on him at all times if possible, which is not always possible with this guy because he's just that way out. Well, that was lucky. So I did manage to find another location where the arrows connect with him. Oh, that didn't do it. Nope, neither did that. Nope. Oh, this is bad. Seriously? There we go, perfect. I just wanted to see what the stacks are looking like. So as you can see, my corruption is maxed out. It will not go any further than half of your health and stamina bar, but that is enough for me to deal with him, and that is why you don't want to fight him on the ground. Half of your health and stamina is not a good thing. You can also, of course, solo this guy at level 40 or even under that. I think level 40 is probably what I would recommend and no lower, just because of the undead creatures that roam around here. These guys are quite tough to deal with. If and when you do lose the stacks of poison, my recommendation is stack them up again. So just pepper him with the snake arrows until you get 10 stacks, and then just keep refreshing that dot. So now I have to search for that stupid hitbox again. I'm gonna lose it. Okay, well, yeah, I don't think... There we go. That's doing perfect. I mean, it's a bit of a waiting game, but he's not that difficult with this method. He does, obviously, being a world boss, give you a skeleton key when you harvest him. And if you want to do this guy for skeleton keys, I'd probably advise that you go and do some other bosses for skeleton keys, like the crocodile boss. That guy's quite easy. You can do the spider boss. You can do quite a few other world bosses for skeleton keys. This is just because you want to kill him and you want to farm him for his venom sacks and whatever, you know, or just because you've got enough time on your hands that you can do this. But nonetheless, this is a boss. It's difficult, so as always, I like to find a method for performing and completing difficult tasks in this game, and generally in any games that I play. If we didn't have this issue with the arrows, he would have been a lot worse with regards to health. I mean, what I mean by that is we would have been a lot farther with taking his health down, but having to always refresh or resack the poisons on him, well, that's not fun. I mean, I like running with the 10 stacks of poison if I can, but this guy is quite weird. I'm not sure if it's his hitbox or the arrows. I mean, if you guys know what is causing this, please do say it down below. I'm quite curious. I have no clue why this is a thing. I just know it is. And as I said, I mean, I've managed to do it with this method even at level 40. These guys should definitely give some sort of Steam achievement, because he's not easy, especially having half health. That's going to be quite a challenge, and bearing in mind where he does spawn, and this place is not fun. It's nice, I like the challenge, but so many things can go wrong here. So obviously on official servers by now, due to the duration of the fight, you would start having creatures spawn back in on you, so do keep that in mind. Once you finish this guy, what I would probably suggest doing is go into that canal where he was and just run outside. Just ignore everything else unless you actually deliberately want to fight the stuff. I'm not that bothered. There's nothing I get that is worth use from the undead anyways, so okay. There we go. That just ricocheted as well, but it did connect with him and did apply or refresh that poison on him. I'm not sure if you can place palisade walls. If I were to make a guess, due to the sort of structure that this is, I would probably say no. So maybe you can build a trap outside and kite him outside. I do think he can come outside if he wants to, but you can also do him here, and you're quite safe even from the archers. There are places you can hide to avoid the archers' arrows. It just depends how many archers you have to deal with. If there's a lot of them, you will have to take them out first. Also, do bear in mind that poison does not affect the undead creatures. Neither does bleed, to my knowledge. And so, if you're going to have to deal with the archers, you will want to bring some damage-based arrows. So, maybe your iron, your steel, hardened steel, stuff like that. You need some good damage arrows. There we go, that's perfect. So the hitbox is just underneath him. I'm gonna end up having to put all of those stacks back on. So because I lost the 10 stacks and I've had to reapply the 10 stacks of poison, that, of course, the amount of times I've had to do that does total up, making this guy a bit of a long and boring fight. I like long and boring. I can deal with that. I just don't like short and deadly. So this is why I prefer doing it this way. There are probably other ways you can do this, but this is my preferred method. He's not far from being taken out now. We should be there. That was quite lucky. I can still land hits on him. So as I said before, I find that generally the arrows tend to connect if you kind of aim for the spot on his back. It is a bit derpy, but this is what it is. It's just annoying that it does that. I don't know what is causing that, to be honest. I mean, I probably won't be farming this guy just because of how annoying he is. I don't know where his chest is, or if he has one. I know that not all bosses have a legendary chest nearby. I've not been able to find it. If you guys know where the chest is located, you can put it down below in a comment. I'm sure that will help others out. Or if he doesn't have a chest, just mention that as well. I have had a look around. I have not been able to find it. As far as I know, to my knowledge, there are several world bosses that don't actually have a legendary chest. You can only unlock legendary chests at level 60. How you go about wanting to unlock those, that's up to you. If you're not level 60, you can try and trust a friend with a key to unlock it. That's up to you. I normally like to do that kind of stuff by myself just because, well, just because I trust myself, let's put it that way. I mean, I do have a couple of friends I would trust with that, but I wouldn't definitely trust a normal player on this. So there we go. That's to show you that you do take damage. So I'm going to harvest him for the good stuff. You do also get demon blood, as you can see. With a skinning knife you get the reptile hide, which is always good. And the way out is down the steps and then straight forward. I thought I saw something at some point here, but nothing. It was just me. So just keep running straight forward, and that is it. Now if you want to kite him outside, you probably want to do the exact same thing. Just bear in mind that down here there is a bit of a horde of small snakes with him, so yeah, always a good thing to keep that in mind. There we go, that's that. Yes, long, but yes, easy as well. Well, that is it for this video, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed it and found it useful and informative. If you have, please do not forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos. Also, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And of course, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. Until next time, stay safe, folks.